Right. We're going to talk. Good evening, everybody. We're going to talk about all things Tottenham, and well, it hasn't been great lately. We haven't won for nearly a month now. Basically, we've had a few bad results, to say it mildly. A month ago, I would be sitting here and saying, we were top of the league 4 weeks ago, exactly 4 weeks ago. We were top of the league at the start of December. We were talking about potentially challenging Liverpool for the Premier League title, and obviously, some people say it's so Spursy that 4 weeks on, we're now sitting 5th in the Premier League table. It's so, the old cliche, I'm going to say it, it's so Spursy. Now, the optimistic Spurs fan amongst us would say, we knew this was going to happen. And you've got to say, we did this, they'd be absolutely right. Because it is so damn well Spursy, isn't it? I mean, let's just go through the games. If you can, we'll rewind 4 weeks. I know we can't, but pardon me. Pardon me. Sneeze a bit. But no, where did it all start to go wrong for us? Well, it started to go wrong when we played Crystal Palace. Jose, we all knew what we were getting with Jose Mourinho. We knew he was very defensive. We wouldn't get fast-flowing attacking football. Now, my only gratefulness of this, that we're in lockdown. Well, we're not in lockdown. We're in Tier 4, which means no fans can go into the Tottenham Stadium. And we're in proper lockdown, aren't we? Because if 62,000 fans were in Tottenham Stadium now watching that rubbish, and that is what our stadium holds, 62,000, what is it, something like 800 spectators and something like 62,862 people, if you want to get into actual figures that our ground holds. Jose Mourinho would be getting pelters from the stands, I'm telling you now. And I'll tell you who would be most vocal. It would be the North Stand and the South Stand. That's where all the vocalness would be coming from. The Jose, I'd probably say he wouldn't hear it, but he would. And he'd be lying if he said he didn't. The problem is we're too defensive. I know Jose doesn't watch these podcasts on YouTube, but if he was watching, and if Jose was watching this podcast or someone who knows him shares it to him, then I will say this to Jose Mourinho. Jose, when you took over the reins at Tottenham, you took over from Maurizio Pochettino, who played fast-flowing, attacking football in his 5 years at Tottenham. Yes, I hear you, fans, but Pochettino never won anything, and that is absolutely correct. But he got us to a couple of semi-finals, a couple of cup finals, and I hear you again, but did he win them? Yes, he didn't win them. And why have we brought in Jose? To win us trophies. And are we on the cusp of winning a potential trophy already? Possibly we are. We're in the last 4 of the Carabao Cup. We're in the last 32 of the Europa League. And I hear you, Mourinho has got us to those positions. Cough again. So it does look rosy, and we're only 5th in the table. If we beat Fulham on Wednesday evening, then, we could go second, in fact, if results go our way. I'm just hearing breaking news. Chelsea have just dropped 2 points again at home to Aston Villa. The game finished at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea won, Aston Villa won. So Chelsea have dropped 2 points, which is very good, in fact, for us. So that means if we beat Fulham on Wednesday night, and by the way, KO time is 6 p.m. for that. Tottenham fans, we kick off against Fulham at 6 p.m. on Wednesday evening. That's a tea time kickoff, live and exclusive only on Sky Sports Premier League. I can't. I'm not supposed to mention TV stations. Slap myself on the hand for that. I don't know where that accent just come from. Don't know what that was all about. That quite hurt, really. Listen, I'm just going to go and get a drink of water because I've got a bit of a cough. 2 seconds, guys. Better. Where was I? So, yeah, let's go back. When we played Crystal Palace, Jose got the early goal. I felt we started the game quite well. We got our attacking mojo going on quite quickly. Palace also started the game very well, in fact. And then, well, I actually believe, looking back, that Palace were on top when Harry scored. And also, it was quite a bit of a scrappy goal from Harry Kane that put us 1-0 up at Selhurst Park about 3 weeks ago, wasn't it? And it might have been. It was the start of December, so in fact, I reckon it was 4 weeks ago now. Exactly. It was a deflection that took the ball away from the goalkeeper and it went in. That was 1-0 Tottenham. But typical Jose Mourinho's tactics, let's defend a 1-0 lead. We'll just go on about the highlights of that. Then Jose defends a 1-0 lead. and then we kept giving away cheap free kicks all game. And we all know what happened. We gave a stupid free kick away. I think it was Serge Aurier who did it. And then Crystal Palace equalised off it. I think I remember Hugo Lloris drops the ball, and I think it was Christian Benteke who scored the goal for Crystal Palace. And then, of course, it's 1-1, and all of a sudden Tottenham come out and attack, and all of a sudden Tottenham are all over Crystal Palace and should have. And if it wasn't for the Palace goalkeeper heroics between the sticks, it would have been 2-1 Tottenham. or maybe 3-1 Tottenham, because there was enough time to get 2 goals. But the Crystal Palace goalkeeper ended up man of the match, and quite rightly so in my opinion. And we drew the game 1-1. And then the next game, we go all the way up to Anfield to play Liverpool. Obviously, our history at Anfield is pretty, well, let's just say pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. You know, I think we've won up at Anfield in the league since the Premier League's been formed. I think it might be once. Absolutely, yes, I think it is once. And I can't remember the year for the life of me. So there you go. And we all know what happened there. We lost 2-1. I'm not going to go on about that. Again, we defend, play very defensive football, hardly have any attacks. Palace, we just talked about Palace. Liverpool, got Palace on the mind now, haven't I? On the brain even. But yeah, and it was the same, a bit of the same fall, you know, from the Palace game into the Liverpool game. I thought, you know, speaking on social media to my Spurs mates, I was basically saying, you know, we've got to go all out at Liverpool and attack them from the offset, get a goal, then get another goal, and make sure we come back to London with the 3 points. Yeah, typical Jose Mourinho. That was Pochettino. That would have been the mindset. To go to Anfield, get an early goal, then go for a second, 2-0, and build on it once you're 2-0 up. Now, I'm not saying we'd win playing like that at Anfield, but we'd have had more of a chance of claiming the 3 points than you would, like we did, sitting back. So what happened? We sat back. Yeah, people say, oh, but Si, we got a goal. And it was 1-1 for quite a long time. Yeah. But my comeback on that point, if someone says it to me, is we didn't score again. And Liverpool score their second goal. What happens? Scored it from a set piece. Another set piece with foul to clear again. Win the game off it. Last minute, can't come back from it. Liverpool win 2-1, 3 points to Liverpool. Tottenham go back down the M1, M25 with an M11 with 0 points. See what I've just did there? I've just done all the motorway trip. Gone down the M1, M25, M11, back to North London with 0 points. The people say, Simon, for your first Tottenham podcast, for Simon Football Chat, for Tottenham fans, you're being quite brutal about Tottenham's this season. Well, I'm not going to come on here and say, oh, we were wonderful. Oh, we were so unlucky. You know, I'm not going to start dressing it up saying, well, you know, we had a lot of misfortune. I'm not that kind of supporter. I'm a Tottenham fan. Come on, say it how I feel. And if you don't like it, I'm absolutely sorry. But as I say to people all the time, the game is about opinions. If you don't like it, then don't listen to me. That is my philosophy. I'm not going to be one of those podcasters who come on here and say, oh, well, you know, if that had gone our way, we could have scored it. If we'd have done that, done this, we've done that, we've done this, we've done that, we'd have been coming away with the points. Yeah, there's a lot of ifs and buts in there, and we don't do any of them. So it is what it is. It is what it ain't. we sit back. You don't go to a place like Anfield and sit back and expect to come away with the 3 points. And you don't even expect a point from Anfield if you play defensive football. Because Liverpool have got players that can punish you every 5 minutes of a match. If Mo Salah doesn't score, Sadio Mane scores. If Sadio Mane don't score and Mo Salah scores, probably Firmino scores or somebody else. They've always got players in that red shirt of Liverpool Football Club to hurt you. And I've always respected Liverpool Football Club. Even in the years when they didn't do anything, they could still hurt you. They always have got players to hurt you. Liverpool are an attacking club who I, respect. And that is how Tottenham have always been up until we appointed Jose Mourinho. And a lot of fans were saying, I don't want Jose. He's going to come and play negative, boring, defensive football. And I was one of those fans that said, oh, yeah, but he's won everything in the game there is to win. That's what we need. We need winners. We need a manager that's won trophies, that's won league titles, that's won FA Cups, that's won Europa Leagues, European trophies. But he's also a dinosaur in football terms, and he's being found out. And he's definitely being found out, and he's starting to make me think he's a one-trick pony. He's a dinosaur. Everyone's found out how Jose sets up now. Stop Son and Kane. You stop Tottenham. And this is the problem, isn't it? This is exactly the problem. You stop Heung-min Son and you stop Harry Kane and you stop Tottenham playing. If they don't score the goals, and who else is? Okay, last night, Ndombele scores. Ndombele scores. But that was a rarity. A midfielder actually scored a goal. That was a rarity for Tottenham this season. And another thing, he's Steven Bergwijn, who signed him, an attacking Dutchman player from PSV Eindhoven, who was ripping it up in the Ebenezer League in the Netherlands, scoring goals for fun for PSV Eindhoven. He comes to Tottenham, plays in Jose Mourinho's team. Apart from those 2 goals, apart from that debut against Man City last season, where we got that tremendous goal, not really seen any of that since. How can you tell Steven Bergwijn to play defensive football when you bought him as an attacking midfielder? And he's telling Harry Kane to drop into the number 9 role and play deep, help out defence and everything. He's a forward, Jose. Harry's up there to get the goals with Heung-min Son. They're forwards. And they're both coming back to help the midfield out. With the midfield needs helping out, Jose. That's for the midfield to do. Son and Kane stay up there. It just, to me, it looks like, Jose's been in the job for a year, and it feels like to me he's still trying to work out his system. And a lot of Tottenham fans are saying to me, Simon, he's bought into the system. The players have bought into the system that Jose wants them to play. Well, if that's the case, why do we keep conceding goals from set pieces. That is what I'm really struggling to understand. These are top, intelligent football players, elite football players, I might add. And they keep these conceding goals from set pieces, which is simply not acceptable at this level of the game. I despair. I'm telling you now, if we lose on Wednesday evening, that's in 2 nights from now. That's what? 48 hours and so many minutes and so many seconds, if you want to be precise. If we lose to Fulham, who can't buy a Premier League win at the moment, well, it's laughable. And he needs to come out and attack, because he now knows the fans, and I know Jose's on social media, he's got an Instagram account, so he's absolutely listening to the fans on social media. So message to Jose Mourinho, he'll never get this, but I'm putting it out there anyway. Message to you, Jose Mourinho, on behalf of all Tottenham fans: attack Fulham, play the Tottenham way, that is counter-attack football. We've played it since the days of Bill Nicholson and Arthur Rowe in the 50s. For anyone who doesn't know Arthur Rowe, he's the manager that won Tottenham Hotspur their first ever senior football league title in season 1950-1951 season. Arthur Rowe was the man who introduced counter-attacking football to Tottenham. His teams, I believe, never defended. Well, they did defend, but they also attacked. As soon as the defenders got the ball, it was straight to the midfield straight to the attack. Not all this back passing that you see Harry Winks do, side-to-side passing. They didn't do that. It was kick and rush. Kick and rush. It's basically, kick and rush was basically get the ball, get it through to the midfield, get it up to your forwards as quickly as you can. Forwards, you know what you got to do, put it in the net. And that carried on with Bill Nicholson into the 1960s, carried on in parts of the 70s. It went a bit downhill mid-1970s when we got relegated in 1976 season, 1977 season to the old second division. We were only down for 1 year. We went up the following season. We, in fact, if I believe I'm right, my history's right, we led the second division, the old second division, for most of the season. And in the last 5 or 6 weeks of the season, we had a blip. Again, Spursy. It's in our DNA. It's what we do. And we made it tough for the players, for the fans. And there was no playoff system back in those days. And we went up in 3rd spot, in fact, automatically. It was the first 3, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Went up automatically. There was no playoff system, and I think we were grateful for that, because the way we were playing that season, if we'd have had a playoff system, I'm pretty sure we'd have messed it up and not gone up. So thank goodness it wasn't a playoff system in the 70s, because being Spursy that we are, we probably would have messed it all up. But that is the only time we've been relegated. I'm sure if we've been down since, no, we've only been down once. But I'm going to end this stream in a minute. We all know what we've got to do at Fulham We all know what we've got to do on Wednesday night against Fulham. It's quite simple, really. Outscore Fulham. We win the game. We get the 3 points. Depending, if results go our way, we go to second in the table. Listen, we're only 6 points behind leaders Liverpool, which is incredible, I know, but it is. If you look at the table tonight or look at it now, you'll see we're only 6 points behind the champions, Liverpool, who are the current Premier League champions, current Premier League leaders, in fact. We're just 6 points behind them and we're fifth in the table. Now, if we'd have won yesterday, we'd have been top 3 tonight. But as I said, the game's all about ifs and maybes. The game is about results. Managers' careers are decided on results. If you don't get the results, see you later, mate. You tried, you did your best, but your best wasn't good enough. Ta-da, mate. Over to someone else. And then someone else comes in and tries and fouls spectacularly, usually. And so it goes on and on and on and on until we get someone that wins trophies. Now, we thought we had that with Jose, but it doesn't seem to be panning out that way. Man United fans will say, we told you, Tottenham fans. We told you you're not getting the Jose Mourinho from old who won things at Chelsea and Real Madrid and Internacional. That's Inter Milan, if you don't know who they are, at FC Porto. That Jose Mourinho, who was called the special one, he's gone, Simon. He's gone, Tottenham fans. This new Jose Mourinho, he's yesterday's man. He's a dinosaur. He's too defensive now. He's always been defensive, people will tell me, and we all know that. But he's been found out. Football has evolved. Jose has not evolved with football, and there is the problem. Jose has not evolved with football. Football has moved on. The players have got better. They're all attacking-minded players now, the opposition. They're not sitting back. They're attacking us. They know what they've got to do. Attack Tottenham, soak up their pressure, and you'll beat them. All we've got to do is make sure Harry Kane and Heung-min Son don't get the service to the rest of the Tottenham lads, and we kind of have stopped Tottenham playing. And that is pretty much what's happening at the moment. You stop Kane, you stop Son, you stop Tottenham. And it's so frustrating as a Tottenham supporter to see. Now I'm going to wrap this up. I will be back on. Before I go, there's some breaking news. The player called... Hi, hello, how you doing? The player that plays for RB Leipzig, now I hope I get this right, Marcelo Bielsa, I've probably pronounced that completely and utterly wrong, who plays for RB Leipzig, has said to his agent tonight, I want to go and play my football in the English Premier League for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. Over to you, Daniel Levy, with that one. And also I'm hearing from sources that Inter Milan will listen to offers in January for Christian Eriksen. I'm not hearing anything from Tottenham about re-signing Christian Eriksen. But personally, I think Maurizio Pochettino will be the one to sign Christian Eriksen. But obviously, they're all rumours. We all know the transfer window is due to open on the 1st of January, any day now. But as we know, at the start of a transfer window, rumours galore fly about. And it's always agents posting these rumours about because they're trying to get their player a move because that generates the agent with pots of money, really, so doesn't it? So, yeah. Now, I was told to do short streams because if it's more than 30 minutes, people get bored of watching it and hang up. So I'm going to end the stream and edit it. And if more people watch this and like it, join my channel because I will be streaming for the Tottenham match on Wednesday evening. My stream will start 10 minutes before KO. That's kickoff. And I'm hoping that I'm going to be very professional. I'm going to have my presenter hat on and be very professional. I'll be wearing my Tottenham colours. I don't know what shirt it's going to be at the moment, but I thought this is Tottenham related colours, isn't it? Navy blue and white. Adidas hoodie. So yeah, I will be streaming the Tottenham v Fulham game, but of course I can't show it for legal reasons because if you show the coverage of the game, YouTube will block you immediately. So I will end it there. Come on, you Spurs. Love and subscribe. Come on, you Spurs! Your stream will stop immediately and you will no longer be live.